Hello, my name is Marlon Mayta, and today I'm presenting how the current practice or process of Swinburne University School of Business Assurance of Learning is performed and how it can be improved. Assurance of learning is about demonstrating the achievement of learning competencies. The goal of this project is to transform our messy manual data collection into a streamlined, automated system that helps the accreditation manager identify exactly where a student's performance needs attention. Now, our assurance of learning process is entirely manual and time consuming. It starts with the accreditation manager, who is responsible for maintaining and updating the list of outcome units and updating the list of outcome units into the master list Excel file. For each course and delivery, the accreditation manager must manually copy every row of data, including unit details, semester, major, and unit convener, into a separate Word form, into a separate Microsoft Word form called the Assurance of Learning Report form. This step alone is very repetitive and takes significant time. Once the Word file form is prepared, then it's sent to the unit convener, who then fills in the critical performance data, specifically the number of students who did not meet or exceed expectations. After a unit convener, After a unit convener completes the form, then it's sent back to the accreditation manager, and then the accreditation manager has to manually extract all the information from the return Word files and compile into the master list. This master list will become the single source of truth for generating the Power BI dashboard. As you can see from the flowchart, the process involves multiple back and forth handoffs between the accreditation manager and the unit convener, with a lot of manual copying and data entry at each step. This creates delays, increases the risk of errors, and consumes valuable administrative time that could be better spent on analyzing and improving actions. Now I will show you the improved system, which is here. This is the improved. I will show you how the improved system works and how we can automate some actions in this process. Now, first, the accreditation manager should open the Excel file, this one, the list of outcome units, which has a button which will automate the generation of assurance of learning reports for each outcome unit. These are the outcome units. At the moment, we have 10 outcome units, and these outcome units will be it will be created 10 files, one for each outcome unit, automatically by pressing this button in here. Now, after pressing this button, we will have this. This is the creation of that button, which are the 10 files. Okay, so now we can, for example, open this file, marketing, and this one in here. So as we can see, by pressing that button, it will create 10 files. In this marketing file, these cells highlighted in green have been created automatically from the previous file. All of this in green has been created automatically. And these cells highlighted in blue are going to be filled up by the unit convener manually. In this case, for the outcome unit marketing, the unit convener has uh, putting that there are 5 students who did not meet the requirements. There are 20 students who met the requirements and 5 students who exceeded the requirements. In this case, it has been created automatically the percentage for these numbers. Because of the total is 30 students, the percentage of 5 students who did not meet the requirements are 17%. For the students who met the requirements, 67%. And for students who exceed the requirements, 17%. Obviously, there is 100%. the sum of all of them. And this information in here, filled up by the unit convener, is going to be useful later on because this is some of the information that is going to be extracted to create or to fill up the master Excel file. Okay, so after this step, the accreditation manager would open the master list file, Excel file. Here, this is a master list Excel file. And here, in this step in this file, we do have a button. And this button will automatically generate the extraction of all of the stem files plus all the information filled up by the unit convener here. So if we click this button here, it's gonna ask us to select all those files. In this case, we have these ones in here, 10 files. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We say OK. And as we can see, it has been extracted successfully, all those 10 files in here. But this time we do have those percentages filled up by unit convener in here. And the creation of this file is really important because now all this information can be used to create a Power BI dashboard, which is going to allow us to create um, it's going to allow us to create graphs, tables, and different important information that we can visually see this whole process. Now, before this process, before this improvement, the process was highly inefficient. We were manually moving data between Excel and Word files for dozens of unit conveners. This created three major risks. The first risk is human error. Copy-pasting 100 plus columns of data is a recipe for mistakes. There was information lag, which by the time that the data was consolidated, the semester was already over. And scalability. The old system couldn't handle the growth of our course list. And by automating this process in Power BI, so all of this information in here, we move from data entry to data analysis. Power BI. Now I will show you how the assurance of learning outcomes dashboard that I created in Power BI, which is this in here. Now, this tool will help managers monitor student performance against key competencies and quickly identify any areas below the 75% benchmark. On this page, the executive overview page, we can have a look at the main matrix table showing success rate percentage by course and competency. And this success rate percentage you see here is the average across all assessments for that course and competency. Notice the hierarchy here, which I can drill down from high-level categories like professional skills to areas like digital literacies, down to specific competencies like technological literacy. If I drill down or look at individual unit codes in here, because all these tables are connected, so they are interactive and change automatically together. So if I click on this unit code, for example, ACO 1000, as we can see, this has been automatically selected, the ACO 1000 unit with its respective characteristics. And these in here, these some single assessments fall below 75% of the benchmark, as we can see here on the below benchmark filter. They are all on, most of them are on track. The red card on the left shows the exact number of individual assessment rows that are below the 75% benchmark. And the table lists those specific units with full details, including the below benchmark, as I just showed before. and everything is interactive. And as we can see here, so there is some unit codes. As I can see, I will select in here that here shows that, for example, this unit code, there is some has some success rate before 75%, as we can see here, the number one unit of outlier units. And that's what this number means. Okay, so now we're gonna go to the next page. The next page is the trends and breakdown by year, study period, and course level. In this page, we have different key filters. For example, delivery location, category area competency, unit code, display period, course level, and major. Just below here, we have the line chart, which shows the yearly success rate trend over time, comparing undergraduate and postgraduate performance. The blue line represents the postgraduate students here, while the other line represents the undergraduate students. This will allow us to easily see which group is performing better and how the success rate changes across different study periods and years. Below this line chart, we have the stack column chart, which breaks down the performance into three parts. Does not meet, meets, and exceeds expectations for each study period, as we can see here. Then below, there are study periods, and here we have the three filters. This could help us understand not just the overall success rate, but what proportion of students are exceeding expectations versus those who are falling short. And the donut chart here on the right side gives an overall performance distribution across all competencies. As we can see, everything updates live when I apply any of these filters in here. Here, as we can see, everything updates automatically. All the tables are interactive and are just are, are, um, all these filters are used and work together. So, for example, if you want to choose the location of Hawthorne, and then on the next filter we can see the category of future ready skills, which has the different areas. In this case, there is the business creation and management skills with a competency. Again, business creation and management skills. And for example, here we have the professional skills category with the communication skills, digital literacy, and teamwork skills areas, each one with some competency. In this case, the communication skills has communication using different media and verbal communication competency. For example, we are selecting professional skills category. We can select the unit code ACO 1001. And in this case, we can only select the display period, which is 2023, the year 2023, and the semester is 1. This is the display period. And they give us just one option, which is undergraduate students with a major of accounting. As we can see, everything works all together, is interactive, and is easy to see visually. All right. So, as I just showed you before, we can filter by course level, major, location, or a specific unit code. I can also use the below benchmark flag filter to instantly show the outlier units, which I showed you before, and the competency hierarchy, which I just showed you before, the category, area, and competency. And all the charts and tables update automatically. Now, from this dashboard, we can quickly see the overall performance is strong, average around 90%, but we can immediately spot the few individual assessments that need attention. This tool makes it very easy for managers to monitor assurance of learning outcomes, compare undergraduate versus postgraduate, and focus improvement efforts where they are most needed. Thank you for watching. Now I will share this Power BI file attached to this video. And there is a small reflection on this task. My most significant takeaway was the shift from being a data gatherer to a data analyst. From a management accounting perspective, I now understand how manual processes like the old Word file based reports slow down organization, but automating the flow from the master list to Power BI, I saw how we can reduce human error and provide decision support in real time. Thank you.